Hello everyone, welcome to Texture Myth. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to medical coding anatomy, where we will be mainly focusing on chemoreceptors. So as you know, we are focusing on the classification of receptor by stimulus. So according to that category, we have fifth type of receptor, that is chemoreceptor. And prior to this receptor, we have already covered so many other types, okay, and you should know about at least those receptors because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow the session sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on what is chemoreceptor, but prior to that you should know other very important things that we have already covered. And for that you can also refer the Texture Myth digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find thousands of sessions available in both Hindi as well as English language, so without any language barrier you can easily consume the content. And in case if you have any queries, questions related to that, feel free to reach out to me through comment section. I would be more than happy to answer all your questions. Okay, alright, so let's get started and see what is chemoreceptors and its type. So definition wise we are very good, because this is very simple and straightforward definition. As its name suggests, chemo means something is related to chemical, right? And receptor is something that is detecting. So we can say chemoreceptors are sensory receptor that detect specific chemical substances and convert the chemical information into nerve impulses. Okay, so what basically it does, it sense and detect specific chemical substances and convert them into that chemical information into nerve impulse. Clear? Now the next thing is, where does it found? What is the location of chemoreceptors? So it is found in the taste buds like tongue, nasal epithelium, nose, carotid body, aortic body, and hypothalamus. So these are the all things where we can easily find the chemoreceptors. Next is type of chemoreceptor. Okay, because every receptor, whatever we have learned so far, has its type, right? So what is the type of chemoreceptors? The first is gustatory receptor, which is related to the taste. Okay, so it is mainly present in the taste bud of the tongue, soft palate, epiglottis. Okay, and second thing, it detects dissolved chemicals in the food and drink. Okay, so whenever we have something like drink or food, it is the taste bud which detect the dissolved chemical in that food and drink. So there are majorly 5 types of taste receptors, each detecting one basic taste, like sweet detects sugars and amino acids, sour that detects acidic substances like hydrogen ions, salty that detects sodium ions, and bitter that detects potentially toxic substances, most sensitive taste to protect from poisoning. And then we have umami that detects glutamate, that savory taste of the protein rich food. Okay, so these are the all taste receptors that will help us to identify, that help us the body to identify what type of chemical is there in the response, and accordingly it responds to the brain. So this all comes under a first type, gustatory receptors of the human body. Second thing is olfactory receptors, that is smell receptor. Okay, the first one is taste receptor, second one is a smell receptor. So olfactory receptors, smell receptor is basically located in the olfactory epithelium in the roof of the nasal cavity, from where it detects airborne chemical molecules that dissolve in the mucous lining of the nasal cavity. So humans have approximately 400 types of olfactory receptors. The good thing is these receptors are unique because they are neurons themselves. Okay, so these receptors are neuron themselves, so they are only sensory receptor that are actually neurons. So this is also a good interview question, because they might ask you like which receptor is in the human body which is neuron itself. So you can simply say that olfactory receptor or smell receptors are the receptor that are unique because they are neurons themselves, and the other thing is they are the only sensory receptor that are actually neurons. Okay, So this is very interesting thing. Additionally, they also have the ability to regenerate. That means they are replaced approximately after every 30 to 60 days. Okay, so after 30 to 60 days it automatically regenerate the things. So I think this part is clear. Now we have third part, that is internal chemoreceptor. Now what is internal chemoreceptor? It basically detects the changes in the human body, inside the human body. Okay, so if any kind of chemical changes occur in the internal inside the body, then this receptor will be considered or invoked. Okay, so far we have discussed the definition of chemoreceptors, the location, types of chemoreceptors that include gustatory receptor, olfactory receptors, internal chemoreceptors. Clear? Now the next thing is the table. There are some internal receptors also. So let's try to understand what are the internal receptors. First is central chemoreceptor. Central chemoreceptor. So here I have created a table of 3 columns. First column says the receptor name, second says the location, and third one tells what it basically detects. So receptor, central chemoreceptor detect is the location is medulla oblongata, which is brainstem. It detects carbon dioxide, CO2 and pH of cerebrospinal fluid for regulate breathing. Second is peripheral chemoreceptor, which is cortoid and body and aortic body, which is mainly for oxygen, O2, CO2 and pH of the blood, regulate breathing and heart rate. Next is osmoreceptor, which is present in hypothalamus, osmotic pressure of blood, regulated water balance and ADH release. After that we have glucoreceptor, which is hypothalamus, blood glucose level, regulate hunger and glucose homeostasis. Now this term is very important. I'm sure you know this terms. If not, you should know, because this is very important term, and in one of the session I have already covered this. Okay, so as I mentioned, like, this is very important, so you should know about this. In case if you don't know, you can refer it, or maybe some of you can write a short answer of this in the comment section, so that if someone don't know, please they can refer it from there. Okay, fine. So I think we are good with this type of receptor, that is chemoreceptor. Now we will move to the next receptor, that is the that we will cover in the next session. But before that, there is one question for all of you, and today's question is, what is polymodal nociceptors? Okay, so one thing is clear, like it is something related to nociceptor or pain receptor, but what exactly the polymodal is? Okay, so you have to just write the answer of this straightforward question in a very simple terms. Okay, I don't need a lengthy answers, I just need a point to point answer. That is also fine. So you can just share me the answer for this question, and in case if you don't know the answer, you can refer the previous session. There we have already discussed it in detail. So from there you can learn, and then you can share your knowledge in the comments, because you are also helping others. Let's say if someone don't know the answer, they can simply reach out to comment section, and there you can find out the answer. Okay, also when you are commenting on these videos and sessions, it gives me the timely notification, and according to those notification, according to the number of sessions I release, according to the number of comments, I release the new sessions. So more the comments would be there, accordingly I will release the more sessions. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. I hope this entire session is clear to all of you. In case if you have any type of queries or question that you want to ask related to this particular session, a playlist, or anything in general, maybe advice for a job or something like that, you can simply reach out to me through comment section. I would be more than happy to answer all your questions. Okay, so I always make sure that I answer all the comments in my channel. So you can see, like, I have responded to every comment. So just try, and if you have to ask anything, just feel free to reach out. Okay, also keep doing the practice of these sessions, because these are there are so many sessions related to medical coding series, so it's better to recall the sessions in timely manner, so that you can get the answers at the time of interview also. Okay, So yeah, I think this is we are good with this thing. Now we'll proceed with the next session into next session. So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Texture Myth.